Film versus stage acting. Not so much a competition as a distinction between two very different techniques of the same form. Stick around to find out what I'm talking about. So probably the most apparent distinction between the two techniques would be how we approach physicalization and vocalization. When you're trained as a stage actor, you're trained to fill the space whether you're in a 100-seat house or a 1,000-seat house. The proscenium is one big master shot, and we, the players within it, use energized physicalization and vocalization to be seen all the way to the back row. Your entire body is usually visible at any given time, and so you should always be aware as to how it is showing to the audience. Now, when it comes to film, the proscenium is just the shot, which tends to be close-ups, and our physicalization and vocalization needs to come way down. Now, that doesn't mean it isn't to be energized. It's just a different form of energy, like think laser beam focus. Most everything is in the imagination and the eyes when it comes to film acting. So, on to the next point. Now, the next distinction between the two techniques would be the conduit of communication. And with stage, they're right there in front of you, your audience, people live in front of you, from your lips to their ears. When you're performing, you can sense the energy in the room. It can be lacking, you can pick it up. It's too much, you can take it down. You can mold and shape the response of your audience right there in front of you. Now, when it comes to camera work, it's this guy right there. Uncompromising, sees everything. Don't forget, the camera gives an actor nothing, but it takes and sees everything. The concept of time is another distinguishing distinction between the two techniques. On stage, the actors and the audience in real time are moving through it together. The story itself, the narrative that's being told, is an abstracted time. The characters are moving through a different time than the actors and the humans in the audience. But when it comes to film, film is more modular and segmented. It's often shot in a different order than it's actually put together. Long periods can be in between different scenes. In fact, actors sometimes with certain characters are known to gain a lot or lose a lot of weight, just to illustrate how much time difference there is. And yet when it's all edited together, it becomes a narrative experience like stage. Now, the ultimate goal of either technique is also distinctly different. When it comes to stage, the ultimate goal is to create and rehearse a repeatable performance for those that can come see a show 1 week, and if they like it, they can come again a week later or a month later and see virtually the same performance, the same narrative. And this is done with sound cues and choreography, and the actors all trusting each other and knowing exactly what it is they're going to be doing at exactly the right time. And with film, the goal is actually each and every shot only needs to be done once. I mean, they're often done many more times than that. Some directors are known for only doing 1 or 2 takes and moving on, like Clint Eastwood. Some directors were known for doing even 100 takes of a shot, Stanley Kubrick. But ultimately what I'm trying to say is film, the goal is to get that one magic moment, and then that next magic moment, and then that next magic moment, and it's all put together and made into a story. And with stage, it is done over and over and over again until the end of the run. And that leads into the final point that I wanted to make today in this discussion, and that is stage has a limited lifespan, and it evolves within that time. The cast and crew end up getting tighter and tighter. They understand these characters and the situation a lot better, and they take some risks and they tighten up their tempo, and it evolves within that period of time. And film, once it's incepted and finalized, that moves forward through time, the years and the decades, and it's reevaluated and re-experienced over time, and ideally it never goes away. It goes into perpetuity. Stage will die like a beautiful bouquet of flowers, and film will ideally move on past the lives of the artists that created it. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I had a great time doing this. I would like to say that I would like this to become a dialogue, and if you have any questions, just ask them down in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer them. My name is Chris, this is Olson Acting, and you have a swell day.